think of 5 different ways right off the top of my head for solving quadratics. And one of them is graphing, which is what we're going to do in this lesson. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, and I'm going to move kind of quickly on it, reminding you what we've already done in the past. But to show you that if I graph them and I can see where they cross the x-axis, I'll know the solutions for the quadratics, the 2 answers that you should expect to get. But there's also a factoring method, a square root method, a completing the square method, and a quadratic formula. So, as I said, I'm just going to show you what we've learned in the past. If we were to graph a quadratic, I've got x squared plus 2x equals 3, and I can't graph it until I get that 3 to the right side of the equation, or the left side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides and get x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Now, he's ready to graph. Before, I taught you to use the axis of symmetry. The formula is negative b over 2a, where you put the negative 2 over 2 times a, which is 1. You get negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. And then you graph that negative 1 where all the x's are negative 1. After you do that, you have to get the vertex. And to get the vertex, you plug the negative 1 into the equation. So, negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 3. That's 1 minus 2 minus 3. Negative 1 minus 3, which is negative 4. So, if the x is negative 1, the y is negative 4, and you wanted to graph that here. This right here would be my vertex. Okay, it's a minimum going up. The next thing I want to do is try some more points, and letting x equal 0 is a really good method to get another point. It makes easy math. So put the 0 into the formula. 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 3. Well, that becomes 0 and that becomes 0, so we have a negative 3. And you'll graph 0, negative 3. And since there's 1 on this side, 1 away from the axis of symmetry, there'll be 1 away from the axis of symmetry on the other side, so there's 2 points. We need another point at this time. Let's try the 1. If we let x equals 1, we have 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 3. That's 1 squared is 1, 2 times 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So I'll graph 1, 0. So 1, 0 is here, and he's 2 away from the axis of symmetry, so 2 away on the other side. And guys, your solutions are your x-intercepts. It's those 2 points there. So if you have a graph, or you can use Desmos or something, and you graph the quadratic, wherever it crosses the x-axis is your answers. So x equals negative 3 and x equals 1. The x-intercepts will be that.